hook up a neural hub to my computer for reasons. I really don't know what the benefit is to infecting a system that... Actually, I just thought about what the benefit is. If this neural hub is laced with all kinds of stuff and trashes my computer, they just close off access and I get a new computer. If they do that inside Seraph Industries, it's already got access to the network and they can't close it off. That makes sense.
Have you found anything? Please, I've got to know what really happened to Megan.
We found a lot.
I've investigated all of Detective Chase's leads. You were right. Something was off with Megan's case.
So, what did you find?
Let's start with the witness.
There were only 3 people who got out of the labs alive. Me and 2 others. One died in the hospital a few days later. The second one, a lab tech, was ready to give a detailed description of what he saw. Funny thing is, by the time the investigators got to him, he couldn't remember a thing.
You sound like you don't believe that.
I don't. Not from the reports I've read. I think someone got to him first. Someone in the government, a man named Manderley, ordered that a specially appointed medical examiner perform the autopsy. He bypassed the local ME. Simply put, that's not a good sign.
It sure doesn't sound good.
An officer assigned to the case was asked to get rid of a major piece of evidence. Footage from one of our intellicams showed fuzzy images of the attackers bringing something inside the labs.
What? What were they bringing in?
I don't know. But for someone higher up to want that evidence gone, it must have been important. I got my hand on a test report that confirms what was bothering Chase. The attackers used excessive measures to make bodies and equipment unidentifiable.
Oh my God, Megan. What do you make of this, Adam?
I don't know exactly. I guess the idea was to leave no traces, no DNA evidence that would link back to them. But it just seems a bit too convenient.
So what you're telling me is we couldn't find anything conclusive?
No, I'm sorry. But one thing's for sure. Somebody's been hard at work covering up and destroying evidence related to this case. Somebody with power, who wanted to erase anything that might have made the investigation linger. I'm sorry, Cassandra. I wish I had more tangible answers to give you. But I did stumble on something I think you should have. I found Megan's bracelet. I'm sure she'd want you to have it.
Oh, Adam, that's very kind of you. Her grandmother gave it to her. She loved that bracelet very much. Thank you for all you did. And, do you know exactly how Megan died?
Let's be kind of nice about it.
I read the reports. She didn't suffer, Cassandra. I can promise you that.
Thank you, Adam. It's not much, but it still brings me some comfort. I miss her so much.
I like this one not because it's optimistic, but because personally I've always seen Jensen even as someone who's driven. So he's not going to let this sit, especially after what he found.
Don't worry, Cassandra, this is not over. I don't know how or when, but I will get to the bottom of this.
I knew I was right to trust you, Adam. But please, be careful. It's strange. I thought knowing what really happened would make me feel better. But nothing will ever justify this. My daughter is gone, and I'll never get her back. I I wish I could be sure she gets justice.
Trust me, she will.
Where are you, Jensen? I haven't gone all night.
Hello, Pritchard. I'm almost in my apartment now.
Well, when you do get in there, connect the neural hub to your computer. I've created a secure tunnel, and I'll take over remotely.
You can access my personal computer.
Who do you think configured your security protocols?
I mean, that is kind of a duh moment.
Welcome home, Mr. Jensen.
Dedicated terminal. What all do I have in here? Newspaper. What look like moving boxes. My computer. I should probably turn the quest back on. Combat rifle. Probably the old work issue one. Intelligence circuit. Oh, if only I had the space for that. Though, by the looks of things, it won't be too far off. Personal computer. What's this for? And why don't I know the code to my own what? Ebook. Do I have like a pocket secretary lying around that I need to read? Because it just seems weird that I would have to hack something in my own apartment when it is glaringly obvious that I should know the code. How many combat rifles do I have hidden in this place? I thought I had one, like, work-issued rifle. And that was more or less it. I mean, if they were pistols, I'd be a little less surprised. But these are painkillers? These are substantial pieces of equipment lying around. And I have no idea what any of this is.
Pritchard, the hub's connected.
I know. Now be quiet and let me concentrate.
I need his name, Pritchard, not his entire genetic history.
That's not his DNA. It's the data he was trying to steal from us before he... My God, Jensen. Your suicide hacker didn't kill himself.
You obviously didn't see his brain splattered all over the floor.
No, you don't understand. The wet drive modification in this chip, it allows someone to hack through you. It turns you quite literally into a human proxy.
So he wasn't working alone. Someone off-site was doing the actual hacking.
Exactly. And whoever it was tried to hide his location by using multiple satellites. But I may have just traced him to here, an abandoned factory complex in Highland Park.
Get me the address, Pritchard. Because if we're lucky, whoever pulled our terrorist strings might still be there.
And apparently I broke a mirror. Apparently, my dog is dead. Or something. Ah, that's what it is. Well, that's actually pretty nice.
Adam, it's David.
Let me guess. You're sending me to Highland Park.
Not just yet. Frank's figured out why the network's been compromised. There's a persistent transmission coming from Derelict Row.
Street gang territory?
Well, our dead friend was posing as an Antioch. Who better to hide with than the D-Row ballers?
Right. I'm on my way.
Oh, hello. Credit chip. Armor piercing system. So, what can use the armor piercing system? Upgrades. All standard packages. Laser targeting and sound suppressing. And there's a special upgrade for it that turns each missile into a tiny cruise missile. That's kind of cool. Two-round burst. Armor piercing. There we go. Alright. Drop my copious quantities of pistol ammo. Oh, come on, game. You're supposed to be smart enough to sort this out. How big is this? That is huge. Can't take any more 10 mil. Or remote explosives. Alright. So this will be total overkill for Derelict Row. What else do we have? Have our shotgun. Not nearly enough combat rifle ammo. But we can come back and restock on pistol ammo any day of the week. And I'm assuming that I can, or that I lock this when I leave. Or something special like that. Alright, so I don't have enough for a new Praxis. But it looks like I apparently can't step over a small raised platform.
Re-establishing security system. See you soon, Mr. Jensen.
I don't know if that's creepy or cool. But yes, we're going back to to Derelict Row. And the million-dollar question becomes, how many people am I actually going to be able to take alive?
Jensen, I'd appreciate it if you instructed your street informants to use more conventional means of contacting you.
What are you talking about, Pritchard?
I mean, I found a message stapled to your door. Colo, alley off Bagley Avenue, Ezekiel. How cryptic.
That's near Seraph HQ. I'll look into it. Oh, and it's Cholo.
Mysterious informant. One guess. I suppose while we're over there we can get a checkup or see if there's any more Praxis kits, though I don't think there are. I think we bought all the Praxis kits. Because why wouldn't we buy all of the Praxis kits? Well, here we are. Couple bodyguards. Just who I wanted to see.
I see you got my message, Cabron.
Sanders. You're taking a risk meeting this close to Seraph headquarters.
Same risk as you, considering you're the one who let me go. But I don't plan to stick around that long.
Yeah? So what's this about?
I did some house cleaning after the plant. And I turned up some intel on that gearhead motherfucker who used me and my brother. Chink left a pocket secretary behind. Don't say who he was working for, but it's got access codes, names, shit like that.
Why are you giving it to me?
Maybe I don't like feeling like I owe you. Or maybe I figured I'd send a snake to kill a snake. Take or to leave it, pendejo. Either way, my debt is paid.
Hello, Praxis Point. And that's not what I want to do. I want to find... Here we are. So... I forget what Oscar Mike stands for. As well as how he got into everything. I really don't know. All access, secondary hub login and password, facility door code, and dedicated terminals. I'm not sure I get it. But what I do get carrying capacity 2. Yes, please. Because now not only am I going to stop at the limb clinic, assuming I don't get lost on the way there, I'm going right back to my apartment. Because there's stuff there that I want to pick up that I couldn't pick up because I didn't have the space. And now I have the space. Hopefully it'll feel like home.
Unequivocal.
I did check the limb clinic and Yes, I bought everything already. Hiding combat rifle ammo in the drawer. I don't know why I'm surprised. I only had 3 of the things lying around. Take you. Somewhere around here I have painkillers. I'm not sure where. Let's open the stash. And just while that's opening, try and find... Okay. I could have swore there were painkillers kicking around in here. Oh, there they are. And... Alright. So that's a wrap with those. I think before we go to derelict,
Reestablishing security system.
I don't know.
See you soon.
Maybe we don't go pick up the concussion grenade and instead go straight to derelict row. That sounds like it would be a better idea. And I think this time, on our way through derelict row, that might be the norm. Not because we want to, not because I think we need to, but because I think if I try doing this politely, we will end up getting nowhere. Do I even have ammo for that anymore? I have exactly 4 shots. I do have more combat rifle ammo. Rifle? My mouth just decided that I wasn't saying rifle correctly. Need to get a laser sight for this.
Jensen,
How can I help you, Francis?
you know why I'm contacting you.
The transmission that's making a mockery of your security efforts?
It's keeping a back door open into our network. None of us are secure unless you find the antenna that's sending it and shut it down.
For you, anything.
Now, is that one guy still here? Yes. He is still here and still unconscious. Unfortunately, this time we are going to be considerably more lethal. Because armed with 12 tranquilizer darts, I do not think we have a chance of sparing enough people. I have a feeling that I'd knock about 2 people out, and everyone else would be spending their time waking other people up. Which is unfortunate.